What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to focus on something that's fundamentally changing the internet and the way advertising is done on it. A lot of you may have already heard of the Brave browser, but we're going to go ahead and talk some more about that and why it's become so popular. With over 70 million downloads, it's taken over the space and it's doing it quick. So to get started, we're just going to talk about some basics about Brave and how you can get started and why you should. So the first thing I want to focus on about Brave, and one of the most special aspects of it and why it's become so popular and so well known, is it is built on something called Chromium. And if that sounds a little bit familiar, that's because it's what Chrome itself is built on. So this is essentially at the base a Chrome browser, which means when people make the switch, and the reason why it's become so easy is you're not losing anything when you're making the switch. You're just moving over to a much more secure and privacy respecting browser. So if you use Chrome, like most of the people in the world, all your bookmarks, auto-filled information, your passwords, addresses, cards, and themes, all the way down to your extensions, are transferable right into Brave from the start. It's super easy, and I just want you to understand that that's a huge part of this. The second best part is, as you can see right here on this page, browse the web up to 8 times faster than Chrome and Safari. Now you're probably wondering, and I'll bring this page load time up real quick so you can get a closer look at that. The reason why this is so much faster is because when you're using Chrome, your pages are being bogged down in terms of loading speed with all these trackers and ads. All that's got to be loaded. So it takes time to load those when you're loading so much. And that's why Brave has become so much faster, is because it removes and blocks all those trackers and all those ads. So we'll just go to a new page. We'll just go to YouTube real quick, and I'm just going to show you off the bat right here the shields for this site. It's blocked 11 items so far, just being on the home page. So that's why things are loading faster for Brave, and this is across the web. I mean, it doesn't matter what site you're using, almost every single site is tracking you in some way or feeding you ads in some way. And if you go to watch a video, so we'll just drop down on a video real quick. Now we're up to 20, and this is a very small amount. I've seen this hit 99 and above, and it's pretty incredible. So when all that's being blocked, your pages are loading faster. And if we're to continue to expand on this, just right on their homepage here, you see one thing here, it says save money, no more data charges to download unwanted content. What this is saying is the average mobile user pays as much as $23 a month in data charges to download ads and trackers. Now this has a lot of truth to it. When you're browsing, if you're on a data plan and you have a limited data amount, this browser can help you in a large way, because you're no longer spending the time and the data it takes to download those trackers and those ads on every website you're visiting. I mean, and it says here this is just an average. That's $276 a year. Brave blocks ads and trackers so you don't pay for them. And if you're currently using Firefox or something, you always have to have the add-ons. A lot of people are using ad blockers because they're just sick of it, and I agree. I mean, played a big role into why I switched to Brave. It comes built in with these ad blockers, and even the trackers are blocked. So this is really cool because your data is no longer being sold pretty much against your will. I mean, sure, you agree and give consent when you're installing stuff and using certain services. You just hit that accept button and you take that on. But this browser is putting the control back in your hands. Brave will, and we're going to get into this more, serve you up ads only if you're willing. You don't have to opt into this, but if you're willing, they're also willing to pay you to show you those ads. And these are not intrusive ads. These are very out of the way. They're not popping up on the page. They're not just showing up in your face. This is a notification you'll receive in your notification tray on Windows. Like, hey, do you want to see this ad? And here it is. If not, you just deny it. Like, you don't even have to. And you'll get paid for that ability to take time to maybe check out some of these ads. And I've checked out some myself. I mean, you get paid, number one. And number two, it's based on kind of what you want to see. And now this takes us into another aspect of why Brave advertising is a bit different. But real quick before we move on to that, I do want to pull up this graph right here of battery saving while using Brave. Sorry, these B's are just confusing me. I'm just tongue twisting myself. This graph here shows the difference between how much battery percentage when you're using Brave on a mobile device versus Firefox, Edge, and Chrome. And I mean, this is a significant difference. I mean, it more than halves the battery consumption when using Firefox versus Brave. And I mean, it beats all the other main competitors, Edge, Chrome. And I just wanted to bring that to your attention real quick. So besides just saving data from blocking all these ads and trackers that you're downloading as you're, browsing the web, you're also going to be saving battery. I mean, this is just a small thing, but it's just something else that I believe, you should take note of when considering switching to Brave. So returning back to the topic of Brave ads and why it's important, there's a few things to note here. Number one, which I feel is very important, is this. If you look here at the ad matching title, Brave uses local machine learning with the browser profile to only place ads in optimal conditions. This means that Brave isn't just serving up ads like ridiculously, kind of like how the internet stands now. And Brave, most importantly, isn't taking your information to begin to sell to the highest bidder. Brave serves up ads in your local machine, so your browsing history and all that is going to affect the kind of ads you receive, just as the internet operates now, except it's not taking that information to their servers. It's keeping it on your local device, your machine. So all your history, all this is happening on device as opposed to in their data centers like Google does, for example, or Facebook. I mean, all these platforms, they store your information so they have it and they can sell it as they see fit. Brave never sees it. It doesn't know your history, it doesn't know anything you're doing. This is all happening on machine, on device. And that's a huge, I think, something of importance to consider. Brave, if you come down here to empowered users, Brave provides users with the option to control the ad frequency and scheduling and control how much or how little information they provide to brands. You get full control over this. Again, like I said in the beginning, I mean, if you don't want to see ads, you could just turn this off. There's no reason. Brave Rewards, you can just turn it off. You don't have to receive ads at all. And I mean, I did that for a short period of time, but I also, it's nice to see ads every once in a while, I guess. Most importantly, when it's done in the right fashion, and I believe Brave has hit this on the nail just perfectly. You're not getting ads on your web pages as you're browsing, on the sidebars. This is, like I said, it's tucked away. You'll get a notification on your desktop in the notification tray. Like, you could just dismiss it. You don't have to see it. It's really great. So it's almost harmless to just have Brave ads enabled, and then if you want to see what popped up, you can click on it or just dismiss it. Heck, if you don't want any ads at all, just turn it off. And it's really cool. So Brave's anonymous but accountable attribution model confirms event activity without exposing or identifying the user. Also very important, Brave has a high focus on privacy and respecting your privacy. So for me, I find it very important. I use VPNs. I've always been protective of my data because it's not being handled in a moral way, in my opinion. But this is also just something that depends on the user. I mean, if you don't care, you don't care. That's fine. I mean, it's up to you. Also, and then last but not least, the rewarding experience. Users receive 70% of the revenue share in BAT. BAT is what's called the Basic Attention Token. It's a cryptocurrency, and it's what's used to pay you and serve up ads. It's what advertisers use to pay you to view their ads. And it's also the same thing you can use to tip when browsing the internet. You can tip people in BAT. So if you have a favorite content creator and you want to send them a little tip, you appreciate the content, him or her, that they've made, you can tip that website, you can tip that creator, you can tip that YouTube channel. It's really awesome, and it's just a great all-around feature. So why switch from Chrome again? Let's just cover that real quick. So number one is the fact that Brave is growing extremely fast. I mean, this was only the most recent article I can find, and this was in October. Brave browser surpasses 8 million monthly active users. I mean, that's a large chunk of people, and this is only just the beginning. As a matter of fact, Brave only just released their first version, officially Brave 1.0, yesterday as of this video. So they're only just getting started, and it's incredible. Number two, get paid to view the ads that you want to view, or just don't receive ads at all. Completely up to you. Again, I'll pull it up. The Brave browser is almost up to 8 times faster on mobile and up to 2 times faster on desktop. I mean, you just get a superior browsing experience. You're gonna receive a faster experience. Switching from Chrome or Firefox or anything to Brave is seamless and easy. Import all your bookmarks, your history, your autofills, all that really simply and easily. And stop selling your data to these big corporations that don't really care about your data besides how they can make money off of it and sell it to other advertisers. And last but not least, I mean, the co-founder of Brave has a huge and fantastic history, and you know, this may not be important to everybody, but it's also important to know what products you're using and who they're from. Brendan Ike, maybe how you pronounce it, who knows. He worked for Netscape, one of the original internet browsers, and went on to found JavaScript, which is used widely across the web today. As a matter of fact, YouTube itself functions nearly solely on JavaScript. After his projects there, he went on to co-found the Mozilla project and Firefox, which took over the internet in its time. It became the most popular browser, so on and so forth, and today he's here as the CEO of Brave Software, which has a tie-in as well with the BAT token. The people involved in this project are highly experienced, highly qualified, and they've been in the business for a while. So they know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about, and they're fundamentally changing the web and the way the ads are served out, which is important because I mean, how many people you know, and myself, with ad blockers and stuff, they're just sick of the way it's going. The trend it's taken has just gone too far, and it's no longer in interest of the end user, which is us using the browser. So with all that said, I'm a strong supporter of Brave. I believe what they serve is a great purpose. They're blocking ads, blocking trackers. It's faster than Chrome, but it's built on Chrome, so you're not losing anything. And if you want to make this switch, the link's in the description. And with all that said, it's up to you. And you know, everybody, I think switching browsers is one of the most difficult things to do. If you're often on the computer, you get so comfortable within one browser. But that's also the magic of Brave. It makes it seamless and it's very easy. Plus you get a bunch of benefits. Who doesn't like to browse the web faster or get pages loaded faster? So again, with all that said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative. There's a lot of people that heard of Brave, but there's also just as much who haven't. So I thought I'd spend the time today to make this video about Brave and why it's important and the negatives and positives in doing so. So if you liked the video, make sure you like it, comment, let me know if you actually use Brave already or if you're going to start using Brave. I would love to know. I've been a user of Brave for about 6 months. I've been on this for a while, and it's nice today to just talk about it and get some more information out there. And if you appreciate these videos, drop a subscription because I will be doing a new video every single day. And it's been a lot of fun. Hope you guys are enjoying it and enjoy the rest of your day.